Alright, so I'm on my way to Lassen, passing by Shasta, just grabbing some water before I hit the road. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to actually do at the park today, but I've still got about 2 hours to drive down there. So I'm just about there. That's Lassen in the distance on the right. It's about 10,000 feet tall. It's a little bit shorter than Shasta, but I believe it is the last mountain in the Cascade Range. So pretty cool to check out. I hope that I get to be pretty close to it once I'm within the park and going all the little stops that I'm gonna hit. Yeah, that's super cool looking. Still a little bit of snow on it, not much. Well, I finally got to stop at a actual vista point. I'm nearly at the first spot I'm gonna be heading out at, but still a ways to go. Over that way, that is Shasta. It's really hazy that way, I'm sure because of all the fires that we're dealing with. But, yep, and here's the valley that I just drove through. There's the highway down there. And over there is Lassen. Alright, so I'm in the park now. I'm at Butte Lake. And there's a little camping area here. I'm not staying here tonight though. This is just one of the more isolated areas, and this is where I can do one of the things I want to check off, which is the Cinder Cone trail. It should be around like 3 hours, but I'll get to hike to one of the tops of one of the cinder cones, so that'll be pretty cool. So I'm going along the trail. This is one of the lava beds. Fantastic lava beds is what it's called. Pretty cool. Big old chunks of volcanic rock. Well, here comes the fun part. Here's Cinder Cone. You can see the trail that goes up to the top. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Just going up from down there, steadily going uphill. It's been winding me a little bit. Oh man. That top is gonna be tough, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh my gosh. That was tough. But I'm here at the top of Cinder Cone. And I mean the top. I'm at the tallest point of the rim right now. That's around where I started, Butte Lake. It's probably one of the buildings over there. That's where I came up. There's the rest of the park. That's Lassen. Here's the cone. I might go down into it a little bit, probably not too far. But oh my gosh, that was a tough hike. As you can tell by the wind, it's pretty strong. It was pushing against me as I was coming up, so that made it difficult, but at least it was cooling me down. I made really good time too. It said this is like a 3-hour hike, and I made it up here in like somewhere around 45 minutes, so good. But this is so cool. Still pretty windy, but this is the interior of the rim. Man, this is cool. Probably against my better judgment, I took the trail down into the interior of the Cinder Cone. Now you can, it is an actual trail, you're allowed to come down here. Not just hanging out in the middle of an active volcano. Well, not active at the moment, but I just had to. I was already up here. I figured, when else am I going to climb inside a volcano? So this is pretty cool. This has been so awesome. I'm hoping to head over that way to go to Observation Point. It's a bit of a long way around, but since I'm making good time, I'll try and do it. I'll go check that out. Then head over to Manzanita Lake, which is somewhere that way, past Lassen. That's where the majority of the rest of the park is, like the main drive that goes through. So I'll be doing pretty much all of that tomorrow. But yeah, this has been amazing. This is so cool. I would have recorded the descent, but I ended up just basically running down. Oh my gosh. I was having flashbacks to when I was running down the dunes at Warren Dunes State Park, and I front flipped down the hill, got a mouthful of sand. Would have been a lot worse here because of the rocks. But holy cow, that got the heart pumping. Well, that was pretty fun. Well, I already turned around, so that's behind me. The gate's locked. I was going to go to Inspiration Point by Juniper Lake, which is kind of like the Cinder Cone Trail, just tucked in another corner of the park. This is in the southeast corner. There's only one way to access it, as far as I can tell, and it's this long, winding road out here. Apparently the entrance is closed, so that's a bummer. I wish they would have had that posted on the app that the actual entrance is closed, because I mean, I'm still 4 miles out from the trailhead, so I'm obviously not going to walk all that way. But anyway, I'm going to drive down to where I came out and just head through the park to get to Manzanita Lake Campground. The reason this area is closed off is because it's a part of where the Dixie Fire came through. One of the visitors I had up at Buckhorn one day, he's a lookout from not far away from here, and he said the Dixie Fire, I think it was in 2021, it burned like 1 million acres out here. It was insanely big, and plus it was at like the heat or the height of the California drought. So all of this area just got completely torched, and this section, I mean, there used to be a campground out here and everything, and it's just, no one wants to stay out here because I mean, it looks like Mars. It looks like I'm driving across the surface of Mars. It's so crazy. I didn't even realize this view when I was coming out here. That's Lake Almanor. That's what I was driving past earlier. That's a really pretty view. Wow. This drive in is so pretty. I mean, just the cliffs and everything, even with like the Dixie Fire and all of the dead trees that it caused, just the views of Lassen are so amazing. Just from the places that I'm passing by, literally like a mile into the park, I'm so excited to go to all of these places tomorrow. This park is so cool. And I feel like it's just one of those places that people don't realize. I mean, you think of national parks, I doubt the average person is going to think of Lassen Volcanic National Park. Like, they're gonna think of Yellowstone and Yosemite and Crater Lake, Redwoods, Tetons, that kind of stuff. But this place is amazing. This is another turnout that I found. I need to stopping just so I can get there, but this is just phenomenal. I can't believe this. I was expecting to just basically show up, see the little bit of the cauldrons, see the mountain. I didn't realize that the drive is gonna be this nice. This might be one of my favorite national parks now. I mean, I pretty much say that for every park that I go to, but this is so much more amazing than I thought it was going to be, which is sad to say, but I don't know how much you can see, but I'm at my campsite. I actually managed to set up my hammock pretty well. It was obviously a little bit lighter than it was right now, but I managed to set it up the right way. I didn't put the rain fly on, just because that's a pain in the ass to put up, and I don't think it's gonna rain tonight. If it does, I'll just climb out, get into the car. But yeah, I should be all set for here tonight. Get a good night's rest and then get ready to tackle the rest of the park in the morning.